G'day, Tubes, and welcome to this edition to Take the Fear Out of Gear with me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Today we have something wunderbar to show you, but we would like to say a very, very, very massive thank you, would we not?
Oh, we certainly would, yes.
To the one and only Mr. Keith Britton. Now, there ain't anyone in Essex who don't know Keith Britton. He was also known very famously as Wolf. Yeah, Wolfie. On the CB, way back, in fact, when I was 12 years old. But we're not here to talk about CBs. We are here because Mr. Keith Britton has made a wonderful donation to our channel, Take the Fear Out of the Gear, Simon.
He certainly has. He's donated us an Atari Woody.
Yeah!
Hey.
Cheers, Keith.
So, yeah, we found a power supply, we tested it, all works. I found some games from the collection.
Yeah?
And here we are.
Only thing is, it took us about an hour to set this poxy modern television thing up. You try tuning one of these things in without the remote control. How much fun is it, Si? Especially when it don't work.
Yes, we almost had to get the hammers out. But no, it's there now. It's there now. It's absolutely fine. Yes, it's all good.
And you can see why the Atari Woody was head and shoulders above all the others. These were £199 in 1977. I know that for a fact because I wanted one, and my mum and dad were like, "There's just no way on God's earth we can afford that." That was an awful lot of money, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think a few years later they reduced it to 99. They half the price of them. When I was lucky to, I shared with my brother and we got one for Christmas, but they had half the price at that point.
Well, it was the Argos catalogue it was in.
Yeah.
I think they were the only people selling it. We couldn't get it out of Mum's Littlewoods catalogue. They didn't do them. But there was another console, Simon, you might remember. It was like a silver console, and it had Space Invaders on it. I think the games were built into it. You didn't have cartridges. And I remember my friends, Robert and Stephen, and they got one for Christmas, and I was so jealous.
Was it in television? Was it in television?
It may well have been. It could have been. But I'll tell you what, the Space Invaders on it was nowhere near as replicable, if you know what I mean, as this. This was really... This still to this day is bloody good and close to the actual real game. You could really enjoy playing this, but on the other thing, it was horrible. It just the noises weren't even remotely the same.
Well, this is the Space Invaders was really the game that set the Atari off.
It's what
it launched it because
it came with Space Invaders, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was the game it came with, I believe. Anyway, I think it did. Didn't it?
Yeah, I think when we got ours, it definitely came with Space Invaders, and that's all we played.
Yeah.
And looking at some history on the Atari Woody, apparently Pac-Man was the best-selling game. I think it sold about 7 million copies. So there you go.
I think the reason Pac-Man sold more is because it was a better reproduction of the original arcade game. I think it was, by that I mean Pac-Man was better than Space Invaders was to Space Invaders. I think it was quite a reactive, playable game, and I think
Which one have we got there?
We've got Defender 2 there.
It's not too bad.
Really?
Not too bad, Defender 2.
Well, why don't you flick a jab and show the good folk it working, shall we?
What should we try? Defender, shall we?
Let's do a bit of Space Invaders. Yeah, so you've got to hit your reset, haven't you?
Yeah,
we've got it facing you, so that means we can't see a fucking thing.
There we go, yeah.
And then, look at that.
Oh, look.
It's really playable, isn't it?
It was one of the best Atari games on it.
I mean, even today in 2019, I mean, they discontinued these, by the way, folks, in January 1992.
Yeah.
So this was still being made in 1992.
And they had different variations, didn't they?
Well, there's a Heavy 6 for a start, which we all know about.
That was the first one, made in California.
Yeah.
And I think these ones were made in Hong Kong, Taiwan.
Yeah.
And then I should have brought one along to show you, they did like a smaller version.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah.
Like a more modern version of that. I think that was the last one.
But this is the original thing.
Yeah.
Keith's a darling. I'll tell you. Let me tell you something about Keith Britton. Keith, as long as I've known him, which has been 40 years. Now, even then, he was on the bins. He was a bin man. He worked the dustbin lorries, you know, prehistoric garbage trucks, got the city to themselves. Echoes, Roars and Dinosaurs were all doing the Monster Mash. Oh, I went off on one there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Most of the taxis and most of the whores are only taking calls for cash. Name of that song. Anyway, so that's what Keith did, and he does a bit of rag and bone. He picks up things. He finds things. Now, that was chucked away, and he thought, I don't want to throw that away. So we go in his living room, we tell him we like this sort of stuff, and out of the kindness of his heart, he donates it to us. Well, in reality, he gave it to Simon, but he donated it. We said we'd do an article on the channel, probably edit all this out because it's probably going to be boring as fuck, but anyway, that's how we come by it. I mean, the guy gave it to us. We offered him money for it because you know they fetch pretty good money now, these things. But the thing with Keith is he will give you something so long as he knows you will keep it, look after it, and he won't mind if you do sell it, but you give someone something, that someone should keep it. That's how I see things. If you give me something, I'll never sell it. It's just not the way I'll do it. I think, you know, what a generous thing to do.
Yeah, we cleaned it up, found a power supply.
It works
found
a
some
treat.
games. Yeah, brilliant. Just shows you why throw stuff away.
Well, for all we know, this thing could have been in a skip out in the rain for months.
Yeah.
I don't know where Keith got it from. However, here it is working beautifully. And that tells you, now that is what, it could have been 1992. It could have been the last one off the run with no idea. But I'm guessing...
Be an earlier one because they brought out the second generation. They were like sort of half the size and different design. So it'll be an early-ish one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be 40 years old, that thing. Or it could be 30 years old. But either way, it's old. And it still works. So come on, let's have a look at Defender, shall we?
Yep. So there we go.
I haven't seen this. I'm gonna just turn it around. But that was fucking brilliant.
This is.
Holy shit. You go backwards.
Yep.
Wow.
Go through the Stargate. Looks like those Stargates. There we go.
This is the business.
Try if I can pick up a man. Look. Oh no.
I've never seen this.
Oh, there you go. Look. Oh.
I've never seen this on an Atari.
Nor have I. Only.
That's almost as good as your arcade, dude.
It's one of the best Atari games I've seen.
So you ain't got hyperspace on there, he's only got one button. I think you'll agree, guys, if you wanted to play Defender today, it's probably achievable. However, I recently purchased a Pandora's box, like you've seen on our last video, and of all the games it hasn't got, which is a bit of a shame, it hasn't got Defender. I've been round Simon's Arcade today and played Defender, and it just took me right back, and Robotron and that. But I'll tell you what, I'd be quite happy to play that. That's very playable.
It's not bad, is it? I was
all.
quite impressed because I've never seen the Defender cartridge before.
Yeah, you haven't got your hyperspace thing, but however, you have got the ability of hyperspace by
going through the Stargates.
The Stargate, yeah. I'm really made up with that. That's the first time I've ever seen Defender on a fucking Woody.
How about Galaxian then?
Yeah, man, let's check it out. Right then, so I guess it's so easy. Hang on, whoa, which is left and right, there we go. The controls just want bending in a bit. Oh, this is cool. And again, it's playable. I'm not sure about these controls, here we go.
Yeah, the controls tubes, I've got to give them a clean contacts.
This is straight out of the skip, this thing, you've got to remember. Yeah. Straight out of the skip, and it's amazing that it's actually working. I can sit and play Galaxies all day on this. It's not really a good replica of the original, but my goodness, it's
not bad, is it?
It's a great game. I mean, look at this. We're talking about 40-year-old technology here. And Centipede and all the others.
Well, but Berserk was a bit like Robotron, a little bit, because you got these robots trying to kill you. But
all right. Oh yeah, I remember this.
There you go. I think you're off, maybe.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's like Robotron, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, come on, you just got to love this game, ain't you? It's brilliant. Look at it. We'll find out in a minute.
Oh, you got
to walk through, ain't you?
Yeah, you got to walk through to another room.
I do remember this game. I remember it well.
Oh God.
Yeah, they get madder and madder. I said, God damn. to know how many of you had one of these when they come out in the 70s and the 80s. I want to know how many of you guys had them.
Oh, Dig Dug's not. Dig Dug, there you go.
Yeah.
Dig Dug's pretty good. Dig Dug is
I drink my liquor from an olive jar.
not far off the arcade game tubes. There we go.
And how quick has that registered the games, man? It's instant almost, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like the old computers where you had to play them on cassette.
Bloody right. Oh, there I am. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
When they come towards you, you've got to press your button, you blow it up.
Right. Oh, whoa.
That's it.
No can do, brother. It's not easy being cheesy, guys, and it's harder still playing cack-handed. Don't know what them things are. Okay, I've got one more life left. There's always 3 lives, unfortunately. Ah, he's got a whip, look, that's what it is, look.
That's it. Yeah, get the one on your right there.
You go with the penis. Okay. Right, I've got another life, have I? How come they're allowed to come through the walls? That's not fair. Hey. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, this is a great game, this is. Whoa, dig, dig.
I've never seen this one before. This is quite wild.
I'm the boxing.
But no, I've never seen the boxing one before. It's quite, wow.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked at how fast this thing loads up.
It's reasonably advanced, really.
Dude, are you on the left or the right?
On the left,
Oh, you're doing well. Pull up your dukes. The crowd noise is immense. It's like an aircraft taking off,
It's not
isn't it?
white noise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Slowed down almost.
yeah. Oh, wait. No.
Go on, you can run rings around him, look. I love the tanks. If I remember rightly, you can bounce the bombs off the walls, can't you? Or am I thinking of the Wii? Oh no, this ain't the one I'm thinking of at all.
This used to be a arcade vector game.
That's right. Yeah, did you right?
So this is like Battlezone in colour almost.
So that's your radar. Shows you where your ships are coming and oh, that's meant to go like that, dude. That's when you're all fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Look at this.
There you go, dude.
I think the graphics are superb. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
bad.
on a CRT or an old cheap TV, it would have been much clearer than that, wouldn't it? And your dad would have moaned at you for playing a game on it. Fucking hell, speed of that. Look at that. Holy crap. This is superb. Goodness gracious. You have to give it a little bit, don't you, this controller? It just wants it clean, doesn't it? Right, that is how many games we've got there, Si. There's at least 6 in there, 7, maybe 8 even.
8 games we've done. 8 of the most popular, probably.
Yeah.
People have got their own
Oh,
choices.
without a doubt by far. But we haven't got the most popular one, which is Pac-Man. However, I've got about 14 games upstairs, and I know I've got Pac-Man.
I've got Miss Pac-Man and Junior Pac-Man, but not Pac-Man.
Anyway, Tubes, we'd like to say that all being well, we shall be delivering a video 1 per week, hopefully. We'd like to get some more subscribers if we can. So if you do enjoy our videos just a little bit, all you've got to do is share them on your Facebook page or something. And if we can just get extra people to like and subscribe, comment. We don't get many comments. Keith Britton, Wolf, my dear friend, thank you so much for donating this wonderful old arcade machine. And
That's fantastic.
It's awesome, ain't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Brought back good memories.
Yeah, it really did. And all we had to do, Keith, literally get it running, was get a power supply for it, and your controller that you supplied works fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
So if you would like to let us know what you want us to go on about, because we've got so much stuff. I've got some home-based CB radios. Would you like to see those? And would you like me and Simon to talk about those? again, off my friend Keith. We've got stuff like, we've got old stuff. Simon's got loads of like synthesizers, old synthesizers, drum machines, 808s, stuff like that.
We might do a little spot on the arcade. We're on a bit of an arcade roll at the moment.
We're on an arcade roll, yeah. I think I might have to take my camera into Simon's arcade. Anyway, Tubes, we will see. It's been lovely talking to you again, and thanks again, Keith Britton. Thank you very much. From this edition of Take the Fair Out of the Gear, it's goodbye from him.
Mr. Chumley Warner, and it's goodbye from him.
Who the fuck am I? See you again next time, Tubes. All the best.